FBI agents walked in and out of a unit in the Eastern Villa apartment complex in Sacramento County.
On the morning of August 15th, 2018, agents with the FBI, Sacramento Sheriff's deputies, even Metro Fire converged on this apartment on Eastern Avenue in Sacramento County. Part of the Joint Terrorism Task Force, they were looking for Omar Amin, an auto mechanic and Iraqi refugee, a man the U.S. and Iraqi government say is a terrorist and murderer.
Certainly, the allegations were really dramatic. I mean, you read what the government came out of the gate with, and it was overwhelming. It made it seem like they just had the case locked up tight and there was nothing to do.
That's Rochelle Barber with the Federal Defender's Office.
We're the public defenders for federal court.
It was a case unlike anything Barber's office had dealt with before.
We do all kinds of cases that come in. Federal cases tend to be drug cases, fraud, immigration, computer-related cases. If they're drug cases, they're probably pretty big cases.
But few cases reached the level of Omar Amin's.
I'm working on Omar's case a lot. That's a big part of my caseload.
After Amin was arrested, Barber and her office now had to handle a case with international attention. Initially, the story being told was the government's narrative from the extradition paperwork. In June of 2014, fighters with the Islamic State seized control of the Rawah district of the Al-Anbar province in Iraq. By this time, 70% of the province was controlled by ISIS. An Iraqi paid informant says that at 7 p.m. on June 22nd, a convoy of ISIS vehicles drove into Rawah to the home of the police officer, Ihsan Jassim. And after a firefight, Ihsan Jassim was dead. All of that is undisputed. What is disputed is exactly who killed him. The informant says that Omar Amin was leading the attack.
And then we talked to Omar. And when you talk to someone and you say, hey, here's what they're saying about you, and the reaction is complete and total shock, it really makes you think.
We wanted to hear what happened in Omar Amin's words, but because of the case pending against him and because he contracted COVID-19, he is in solitary confinement. But we were able to exchange letters with the help of his translator.
I met my defense attorneys who told me the details of the case. I realized that the case had been fabricated and all the events in it were lies on top of lies. I left Iraq in 2012 and stayed in Turkey, in Mersin. I never left Turkey.
Mersin, Turkey is a resort town far removed from the violence in Iraq's Al-Anbar province. Amin applied for refugee status there, but eventually the refugee agency decided to place him in the United States. Getting into the U.S. as a refugee takes a long time and a lot of vetting, but Amin was cleared to move to the U.S. And by November of 2014, just 5 months after the death of Ihsan Jassim, Omar Amin was living in Utah.
I've always felt I belonged to this country more than my home country. I never felt I was in a strange place. My own friends and relatives turned their backs on me, but the kind people of this country stood by me and my family.
He took pictures of his new country, posing in front of the trees on his first Christmas in America. By 2016, he had moved to Sacramento and was working as an auto mechanic. Going to the mountains and sledding with his kids. And then came that day in 2018 when the FBI knocked on his door.
That day will always be with me, disturbing me and torturing me. I got up out of bed and the whole apartment was shaking from the intensity of the knocking on the door. I opened the door to find an FBI agent carrying weapons, saying there was an arrest warrant for me from the Iraqi government for killing a police officer.